Yo, okay, here we go. Starting to live up. We're gonna wait a couple minutes, see if we can get some people in here. Okay. Okay. We're just getting everything situated out. We're gonna give it some time because it said at first it said like 4:30. I don't know why it said 4:30. I was supposed to set it for 3:30, but when I hopped in to the live, it says like 4:40. So I'm like 4:30. I was like, He said, let me go ahead and fix that up real quick. All right. Okay. So we're just going ahead and go into it. So today we're going to talk about transformation. Okay. The title is Phoenix Rising from the Ashes. So this is not the regular podcast I usually have. The regular podcast, we talk about multiple stuff over there. I feel like that's more I guess you could say this is like an extra, like a special episode, but it's not actually that podcast. So yeah, but we talk about a lot about elevation over there. We talk about divine masculine, feminine. We talked about ET races. We talk about all this stuff, right? We talk about so much. So if y'all haven't checked that out, definitely go check the past videos out. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I want to be able to bring more people on too, though. So next one, I'll probably plan the next one soon. Maybe the next couple weeks. I like to take time off from it, but I want to bring some people on. I was thinking about bringing some people on, but depending on what y'all have, if y'all want to like add something, I might add the link and see if y'all want to come on and speak y'all perspective about a certain situation, about what we talking about today. Okay, and look at that 3:33 on the clock. Yeah, we in alignment right now. We do what we need to do. Okay, so the first thing, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into this now. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. I already got banner set up. The first thing we talk about is challenges and obstacles. Okay, this is another thing. All right. So we all go through challenges, we all go through obstacles, right? We all go through things in our life that may not be 100% comfortable, right? Because it's supposed to show us lessons. It's supposed to reflect things to us, right, through other people. So you can have your own challenges and obstacles in like your own personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like going through certain things. It don't have to be about someone reflecting back to you or stuff like that, but you can go through your own personal things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first thing I want to touch on, challenges in our life. So let's say you are in your own environment, right? You're in your own environment. You're doing what you need to do. And let's just say, boom, my career is not turning out well. You know what I'm saying? Damn, my job, man, they're not paying me on time, or they're paying less, stuff like that, right? And I got cats in here that's trying to get out, but they can't. But yeah, you'll have different things that you have to go through, jobs, things like that, that you're like, oh my God, why is this popping up in my life right now? Why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are all these things coming in? Maybe it's something, a part of that that's not in alignment, or some part of that is supposed to teach you, okay? All right, so these hurdles, challenges, and obstacles are all just lessons at the end of the day, right? And you can teach those challenges and obstacles, right, that are lessons, can also be reflections of others. So you can have people around you, let's say your boss, you know what I'm saying? They're a reflection of certain parts of you that you have to heal, certain parts of you have to look at, and stuff like that. So that's one thing. That's one thing right there, right? but they always reflect to you parts of yourself, right? Shadow work. We've all talked about this. We've all went about, okay, you have to do your shadow. What is shadow work? We have a whole podcast about that. Talk about that. We ain't gonna go too deep, but shadow work is looking at the aspects of you, right? People that parts of you that you've shunned, like fragmented parts of you that you have to look within to heal, right? So this is what this is, right? We have certain lessons. Let's say we're growing up, right? We're growing up. We have to learn certain things because we just, when you first incarnate, when you coming in, it's a whole new world. It's brand new. You're still experiencing. You're still going through, doing this, or this person did this to me, or my mom didn't do this, or certain things that happen to you when you grow up that kind of prepares you. These challenges and obstacles and hurdles are preparing you, right, to learn the soul lessons that we need to learn to grow and evolve as souls, as consciousness, right? Because that's who we are, right? Frequency, vibration. But it's a lot of things, and these are called cycles. We have cycles, right? And people talk about this all the time. We have cycles where challenges and obstacles are recycled back into our lives, right? Because of these things that we didn't learn. These are lessons that we didn't learn, or reflections that we did not want to look at, or shadow work, right? Reflections that we didn't want to learn from. So they recycle back into our life to teach us, oh yeah, you have to let this go, or you have to honor yourself. You have to put boundaries with this person, or you have to speak your mind. It's like, it depends on the person and the situation. You know what I'm saying? But you just have situations that really push your buttons. Like, that's one thing. Like, you have situations that just push your buttons, bro. I'm telling you. And it's meant for you to figure out what that is so you can heal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have to go through their own stuff, but we all have to learn and grow through that. So excuse me, y'all. I had to put up something because my cat trying to get out, scratching at the door. Why you want to do this now? Okay. But yes, challenges, lessons, growth, right? There are opportunities for growth. All these things, challenges, obstacles, lessons, reflection, shadow work. All these things are opportunities for growth, right? But you don't think of it. You don't think of it like that. When you go back and you're thinking like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you in that energy, when you're in that cycle, you don't look at it as, oh, this opportunity for me to grow. It's this and that. Let's look at it from that perspective. Nah, fam. You like, bro, I don't know why this happened to me. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know why this happened to me. But this needs to stop. It's always something. The mind, right? The mind, the ego always like, oh man, why does that have to happen? It's because this happened, or it's because you was this type of way, or because they were doing this in this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always going to be certain things. And when I mean challenges, obstacles, lessons, reflections, and shadow work, all these things happen throughout your life, and they happen in different situations, people, places, things, right? They all encompass that. And then you have your own by yourself obstacles and challenges, to where it's spiritual, where you need to reflect on your own, right? Isolation, right? Hermit mode, people call it hermit mode. These are places where you have to go within yourself, right? So there's lessons you need to learn from others who are reflections of self, right? Which self is an illusion because we're all one. But yeah, we'll get to that. But you have lessons within your own world, within your own energy, that you have to look within. That's called being a hermit, being in isolation, where you're just with yourself. You don't want to communicate with people. Like, I feel like when you have certain energies, when you're in that energy, bro, like, oh, I don't want to be around people, bro. I'm telling you, it's something that you need. You know what you need, right? But most of the times we allow the ego to be up front and tell us, no, go out, do this, or do certain things that kind of goes against who we truly are sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that can, like, it can hinder you, but that's for you to learn. Challenges and obstacles for you to learn, right? Opportunities for growth. Okay, reflections are people in your life, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, aunties, certain people in your life um that teach you certain things. And then don't get me wrong, like even if you have people who reflecting back to you, you can have good people in your life that reflect the good in you too. It's not just the bad. You know what I'm saying? What people call the bad is not the bad, right? It's never the bad. It's a part of you. It's a part of you that you have to integrate. All right. So that's the first topic I wanted to touch on right now. We're still going, but opportunities for growth is everywhere. It's all within the challenges, it's all within the obstacles, lessons, the reflections of people around you, shadow work, certain situations and experiences that you have as well. Okay. So that's number one we want to talk about too. We're gonna move into the next section. Um this live probably won't be too long, maybe I would say about 25 minutes, something like that. But the next situation we want to talk about is family and situations. Like we said, we just swiftly moved on to the next stage. All right. But yeah, family situations. Like now you have as a kid, right? You're born into this society to where your environment and what you pick up on, people around you, pretty much your environment encompasses all of that. The people, experiences, places that you go, that you live through, right? In the first stage of your life, really throughout your whole life. But for your first stage, it's super hyper important, right? Because it shapes your reality, right? Because when you're like going through, let's say, it's something I've heard that I wanted to get clarification on, but people I've heard it's like a couple times. So just take everything with a grain of salt. Like everything not gonna resonate with you because you have a different perspective on things, right? Doesn't mean what I'm saying is truth. Doesn't mean what I'm saying is a lie either, though. But keep open mind. So yeah, family situations. You can grow up. That people say seven through 10 is when you're in your ego, right? So when you're a baby kid, you just your pure self, right? Right? People say people who have not sinned and stuff like that. So yeah, but we can move forward because once you get through this, these are things that happens. Your family, who your family, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have a mom or have abandonment issues, certain issues, traumas that stem from family and situations in your early life. Okay. So that's something that is super used. And this we can touch on this too, because this talks about karmic connections, energy vampires, projections. So karmic connections are people who are sent in your life for you to learn um karmic lessons, pretty much like lessons about yourself, right? They reflect and they project onto you, right? So you could go through the period of being hurt, being in that energy, so you can learn how to heal. Okay. And you got drama, just this family drama in general, and all these energies, they affect you growing up, right? It affects your energy, it affects how you see the world in a way, right? Projections. People project their own things through drama, through connections with people, people who just love your energy, who just want to be around you all the time, or just lean on you, right? Drink from your cup, like literally drain your whole cup. But man, how can you give to somebody where you're not filling those inner needs, right? You have to fill your own cup first. That's what's important. So that's another thing we're gonna talk about today. Energy vampires, bro. This could be your mom. This could be your dad. These are things where you just have people that just drain you. You know what I'm saying? And that we not aware of. Okay, let me not react to this. Or let me see it from a different perspective, so it's not affecting me. Or let me put up this protection. We can put a protection 24/7. You know what I'm saying? 24/7. We can put up protections, but uh these things happen because we're not aware, as well as we're not aware. So these things happen for soul growth, for opportunities for growth, for healing, right? For becoming whole as a soul, right? Not saying you need a soulmate or twin for you to become whole. You have to become whole within your own self, right? Fill your own cup and learn how to honor yourself, your body, your mind, your body, and your soul, right? but mainly people say the soul. But you have to honor your body too, because without the body, you're not able to be here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the thing that I wanted to talk about. And we have okay, yeah. So karmic connections. Karmic connections are people. This could be relationships, especially relationships, y'all. And especially lover connections. So you can have exes that are just toxic people in your life. Like, why was this person so toxic? Why did I have to go to this? Why does the person have to break my heart? Da, 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 all this energy, right? It's for you to learn lessons. It's for you to look within yourself, because, and this is something I wanted to share. I was gonna wait to the end, but I have to share it now. Okay. And it said the person who you've been is not the person who you are becoming. Boom. Like that right there, like this is something I got that really resonates for me, because it's like when you come into this world, bro, like you go through so much, you know what I'm saying? And the environment around you really shape, right? It shapes who you are not. You are not that person. I often say it shapes who you are. It does, but it don't at the same time, because who you truly are does evolve and change, but not in that way. So we come here with a certain script, right? To be this person for this amount of time until we're able to awaken and start showing and becoming our authentic self. So the person who you've been are not the person who you are, bro. Like, it's not. It's a big thing. People say, "Oh yeah, this is who I am. My name is, King Marcus. I'm right here. This is my name. This is my family. This is what I believe, bro." Like you're still gonna have beliefs and certain things like that, and that's cool. Everybody do, and that resonates with you on a soul level. Boom, that's your truth, right? But what I'm speaking of is from an ego manner, from an ego mindset, from you without being awakened. That whole time you wasn't awakened, that whole time, and what you're still doing now, like even when you awaken, you're still purging and going through deaths and transformations of the person who you thought you were, right? This is what it really is. So you're thinking, oh, why is this happening to me? Da 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 da. Like, man, I'm changing. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it is shaking up what is all illusion, right? Because your ego self is all your ego self from before your awakening, the person that you've been, that you think you have been, right, is not who you are. So you have to learn how to break away from that person, because like it's some people that right now on their spiritual journeys, they can look back. You can look back now, anybody really, but especially people on the spiritual journey. You look back 2 years, 3 years ago. Are you that same person? Do you still believe things you believed back then? No. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, y'all. All right, yeah, we back, we back. Had a phone call, but yeah, like I was saying, that's what happens. We have to go through all these things. We have to go through all this. People say pain and suffering. Yes, we have to go through these things, but it's for evolution. It's for growth, right? The person who you've had to be in this life isn't who you truly are. It's just who you've had to be and go through for evolution, for change, for transformation, for rebirth, right? The phoenix rising from the ashes, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're literally like, that's exactly what's happening to the whole world right now. It's going through a huge rebirth and transformation, right? On so many levels, individually and collectively, right? Because people, and this is something y'all watch here, probably y'all know what I mean. Um, the ashes, right? The ashes that the phoenix drops when it rises is parts of you, right? Parts of you that the part that you thought who you was, right? The beliefs that you thought was facts, right? Things that you thought was just this is me, right? The false identity ego self that you think is you, right? Because it has to die, it has to transform, it has to rebirth, right? Death, transformation, rebirth. It has to go through the cycle. And that's why when people resist change, they go through so much pain and stuff because you're resisting expressing and self-realizing your true authentic self as a soul, right? Because that's who we are. So the soul, the consciousness, the vibration, the frequency, love, right? The source, the most high, whatever y'all want to call it. But this is what we're evolving into, and there's a lot of people that still resist, and that's for them to choose on their own path, like, you know. And that's why it's a lot of people nowadays on Telegram, you know, Isis Wisdom, Rashad Jamal, Billy Carson, all these people like really spreading a lot of knowledge that I'm grateful to be like to have learned some of these things and been here, because it's helping with the rebirth of everybody. Like your rebirth, your transformation that you're going through right now, like bro, you are changing the whole face of the planet right now, just by the energy and just by you accepting the change and actually trying to like elevate from these past cycles. It's literally shifting the entire planet right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of our purpose are in these things: Reiki healers, right? Speakers, nutritionists, you know, Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi spoke on a lot of stuff. It's a lot of people that were sent here. That don't mean they have to be, you know what I'm saying, spiritual times 100. It's a lot of people that were unawakened that spreaded the knowledge, that was here to spread certain knowledge, to spread certain music, to awaken people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is facts. Not everybody on a spiritual journey, or who are not on the spiritual journey, right, don't have a purpose. They have a purpose. They have a meaning in its existence, right? Just like your family situations, they're there to put you in under the most pressure and pain and make you mad and trigger you just so you can come out on top as a diamond. But it's not for you to elevate and then forget the lessons you learned from them, right? And the reflections that you had to learn from their energies. And this is squirrel like freaking climbing on my window right now. I don't know why, but gosh. But yeah. But yeah, this is what we have to go through, right? And it's just once you realize what you're going through, the transformation, the rebirth, you becoming more spiritual, you doing this, doing that, like that's who you truly is, guiding you towards who you truly are authentically. Right? And it was this thing, I was watching a video the other day, and this girl was speaking on things. She was like, yeah, and this is just an example. It didn't have to do anything with spirituality, but I viewed that perspective in that way. But she was like, yeah, you know, I went, she lives out of the country, right? She's born and raised in the United States. Not going to throw her country out there. I mean, her city out there, but born and raised in the United States. She moved to Japan, right? And she was like, I have this person named Agnes, right? This is who she truly is, who you grew up to be, and stuff like this. And then you have Aki. Aki is the person who's in Japan, who has a life now, who has built this new life, which is more like spirituality. You have the spirituality aspect, the soul version, this authentic self of you, right? Who's coming, who's trying to be revealed, who's literally tapping on your shoulder like, hey, bruh, I'm here. I don't know why you're not going within. I'm trying to come out now. It's time for me to come out so we can finish this second stage in your life, so we can become more authentic and really start doing, start being who we are really sent here to be, right? Which is our authentic, true selves, our divine selves, right? But the girl was like, yeah, this is Aki. The Aki represented the spiritual self, the new things that you're starting to get into, whether that's tarot, whether that's being a speaker, whether that's eating healthier. This is the spirit. This is your spiritual side. This is your heritage, right? As a soul, as energy, as consciousness, right? And then you have the other side, what she said is Agnes. Agnes is the person you grew up with. Who your name is? My name is Marcus. But that's not who I am. That's the person I had to be to bridge the gap to become who I truly am and shine my authentic light onto the planet. So who you've been is the bridge, dude. It is the challenge. It's the bridge. The bridge is the obstacles. The bridge is the pain. The bridge is the lessons. The bridge is the triggers, right? This is the bridge. That's what's bridging you back to who you truly are. I'm getting like tingles right now. This is going in right now, but this is the bridge. I'm telling you, this is the bridge. You're literally going through life. And Spirit's like, okay, we finna hit you with this challenge. We finna hit you with this lesson. You know what I'm saying? We finna go in. Okay? And they're so excited, like, oh my God, we're so excited for you. And like Spirit is so excited and they love us so much, y'all. Like y'all and you everything that you're going through in life, it can be hard, man. You could have been abused as a kid, traumatized. Like it's so much trauma you could have been through, bro. But I'm telling you, all these are just blessings for you to return back to the true self. I'm telling you. It's the bridge. You're bridging everything that you've been through, all the obstacles, all the trauma, the pain is the bridge that connects you back to your true divine self. And it's about healing and releasing, right? It's about healing your true self, right? It's about bridging that gap from who you think you are and who you truly are. And once you start, how to flow through this, you're like, okay, how can I have this flow? How can I allow this acceptance and surrendering, bro? You're not going to know every step you need to take. You're not going to see every step you need to take. You're going to know what step you need to take, but you're not going to see the steps. The Spirit going to be like, okay, yeah, walk outside. You do not see the step down the stairs. You don't see that step. You just like, bruh, I don't know I don't see no steps to get down these stairs, to get down from where I am. So I'm not stepping, right? But Spirit like, bro, just take the step, right? But once you take the step, each path become illuminated, bro. Each step become illuminated, I'm telling you. And you like, okay, yeah, like you're easing your way into it. And then Spirit's like, okay, you get into this, you got into this certain part of your spiritual journey to the point where you like have a little bit of faith in us. Now let's test you. And they throw these crazy wild tests and challenges in your way just so you can learn to release and accept and surrender, right? So you can help bridge the gap to who you truly are, right? You have to accept that. Because we're all excavated. It's literally like a tomb in Egypt, dude. And we've just been excavating this tomb for however long you've been alive. You're trying to get inside the freaking tomb of King Tut or Cleopatra or something. And you're trying to dig. You're digging and digging and digging. You have to dig through all the dirt, all the grime, traumas, triggers, all these things. And it's hard. It's so hard, bro. I'm telling you. But hey, on that other side, man, I'm telling you, on that other side, you find who you truly are. You start tapping into your gifts. You start being more happy, more joyful. Like you really start stepping into an energy of just bliss. And people think it don't exist. They're like, oh no, spiritual path is just all challenges and obstacles. No, it's not. Yes, it's filled with a lot of challenges and obstacles until you leave this plane, bro. But right? It's supposed to be like that. So you can learn what you need to learn and have the experience that you need to have so you can deal with the intense spiritual awakening and step into your true self. You have to learn these things so you can have the experience and knowledge, right? A kid don't know a little, you know what I'm saying? 5-year-old kid, 4-5-year-old kid don't know if I keep running and not look where I'm going, I'm gonna trip and hit my knee, right? They don't know that. So what has to happen? They have to bust their knee. They have to bust their knee wide open for them to see, right? And yeah, we can go deeper into that and talk about how it's, oh no, that's not necessary. No, it's necessary so we can see. We have to go through certain trauma, certain pains, so we can learn, dude. It's all about learning, it's all about evolving, it's all about transforming. Okay? It's all about transforming. We have to heal and release. And I wasn't even using the banners, but I always do this. I make freaking like 5 or 6 banners and then don't even use it. But yeah, we on transformation now, rebirth. But yeah, yes, it's all about the transformation and rebirth. It's all about that, right? It's all about elevating. Because once you start to accept and surrender, your life flows. It flows. You flow, right? I had a whole snack set up back. I ain't even eating a snack. Water over here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the person who you have been is not the person who you truly are. But the person who you have been and what you have to go through bridges the gap to who you truly are. And through that, you evolve as a soul, right? You elevate as a soul. So that's all I had to share today, y'all. I ain't gonna make it too long, man. I enjoyed it though. Like I had to, I did a little quick meditation before I came on. I'm like, I gotta do what I gotta do. Protection, get my meditation, get my headspace right to be able to speak about it. And just because I'm speaking about it, don't mean I'm not going through it. Hey, bro. I still go through challenges, obstacles. I'm still healing. Healing is an ongoing process. You'll be healing, bro. You'll be healing for a long time, bro. Right? But if you put more action and effort into your healing, then life becomes more in a flow. So when challenges and obstacles do pop up, you're like, okay, I know who I am. I'm not letting nothing push me back. I ain't letting no obstacle, no hurdles stop me from moving to where I need to go, right? Everything you want in your life, you can manifest. Everything that is meant for you is meant for you. Nothing can stop that. No matter how much black magic people want to do, it don't matter what people try to do to stop who you truly are, because people that are sent in your life, right? You shine your light so bright. It's gonna be people who are negative polarity, negative energy, who have negative intent, who want to drain you, right? For everything you have. And you got people who see your light, who want to help you, who want to come into union with you and help and collaborate. And it's gonna be both, right? It's just like turning on your porch light at night. All the bugs come over and try to look at it. You have some positive people who are there to help you, and you got other people who are there. Well, all people are there to help you. Okay, except for the people that have negative intent. Okay, because even those people with negative intent are just lessons too, and lessons for you to learn too. But that don't mean, allow them come. Nah, block that out. Right, stand in your power and know how to discern between people, discern between energy, because that's all it is. It's not even about the people; it's about the energy, y'all. It's about who you are and the lessons that you have to learn this lifetime. Right? We go through certain things and be like, oh my God, my ex did this to me, my ex, and you're thinking of it as the person, as the physical body person. No, because everybody's a reflection of you. We are all connected. Okay, but that's all I had to share, y'all. I'm gonna hop off today. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I'm out of here. Peace.